Almost nobody is talking about the OnePlus 15 screen, and that's not a typo. A flagship phone in 2025 is launching with a new display, yet barely 2% of people care. Instead, all eyes are locked on something we usually take for granted, the battery. And honestly, once you see what OnePlus is doing here, it makes perfect sense. A recent poll with over 1,200 people shows a clear winner. Nearly 33% said the battery is what excites them most about the OnePlus 15. That's more than 4 times the votes for the new camera system and way ahead of the fancy 165Hz display OnePlus is trying to hype up. Even more people, 33.09%, said it's not one feature, but the whole package that interests them. But among the individual upgrades, the battery absolutely dominates. And here's why. OnePlus is reportedly fitting a massive 7,000 milliamp hour battery into a phone that's still going to feel slim and premium. That's a serious leap from the typical 5,000 milliamp hour we're used to on flagships. And it's not just about size. The company is using high-density silicon carbon tech carried over from the OnePlus 13, which lets them pack more capacity into less space without making the phone chunky. On top of that, you're getting 120-watt fast charging and 50-watt wireless charging. Translation? Plug it in and you're fully charged in minutes, not hours. Wireless charging, too, is getting serious love here, becoming fast enough to be genuinely practical rather than just a nice-to-have. If battery life and charging speed are the biggest pain points for smartphone users, OnePlus seems to be tackling both head-on with the 15. Now, it's not just the battery getting attention. Another big talking point is the new Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chipset. Around 8.5% of voters highlighted raw power as a key reason they're interested in this phone. And that's understandable. This chip is expected to push performance to a new level, whether you're gaming, multitasking, or using heavy AI features. OnePlus phones are known for speed and smoothness, and pairing that with a 165Hz refresh rate could make the 15 a performance beast. Speaking of the display, though, that's where things get complicated. Barely 2.32% of people said the new screen was the reason they'd buy the OnePlus 15. That's shockingly low for something that's usually front and center in flagship marketing. And the reason might be simple. It doesn't feel like a real upgrade. Rumors suggest the display might actually shrink slightly to 6.78 inches and drop from 2K to 1.5K resolution, even though the refresh rate jumps from 120Hz to 165Hz. There's even talk of a new performance engine designed to push games to 165 FPS to match it. But let's be honest, most people won't notice much difference between 120Hz and 165Hz in day-to-day use. And a downgrade in resolution, even a small one, can feel like a step backward on a premium phone. It's a bold move from OnePlus, and maybe not the smartest one if user interest is anything to go by. Displays are usually a major selling point, but this survey suggests most buyers are indifferent or even unimpressed by what OnePlus is doing here. That could hurt the phone's appeal unless the real-world experience proves everyone wrong once reviews drop. The camera system is another area worth mentioning. About 7.37% of voters are excited about it, which isn't a huge number, but still more than the display. OnePlus is ending its partnership with Hasselblad and launching a new Detail Max engine focused on capturing finer textures, more natural tones, and lifelike colors without the over-processing that plagues many smartphone cameras. If it delivers, this could mark a new era for OnePlus photography, but it's clearly not the main reason people are paying attention right now. The new design also caught the eye of about 6.25% of respondents, which isn't groundbreaking, but shows some appreciation for the hardware itself. And on the flip side, nearly 9.5% said they simply don't care about the OnePlus 15 at all, a sign that competition in the flagship market is tougher than ever. Here's the big takeaway. People don't just want faster chips or slightly better screens anymore. They want meaningful improvements to the things that actually affect their day-to-day experience. A 7,000 milliamp hour battery that charges incredibly fast and still fits in a slim device, that's something you feel every single day. It's convenience, reliability, and freedom from the anxiety of your phone dying halfway through the day. So while the screen might not be turning heads, the OnePlus 15 could still be one of the most practical flagships of the year. It's focusing on the basics, battery life, charging, and performance, and doing them better than almost anyone else. And if that combination is as good as it sounds on paper, the OnePlus 15 might just prove that flashy specs don't matter nearly as much as features that make your life easier. In other words, maybe it's fine that nobody cares about the screen, because OnePlus is building a phone that could keep you unplugged, unstoppable, and fully powered longer than anything else out there. And in 2025, that might be the smartest move a smartphone maker can make.